Am I the a-hole for not letting my sister bring her baby to my child-free wedding because she didn't let me attend her child-free wedding when I was 13? This situation has been weighing on me heavily, and with my wedding fast approaching, I'm honestly stressed and feeling unsure. So, I thought I'd turn to you all for some perspective. I, 26F, am getting married soon, and my sister, 41F, is now accusing me of being petty and vengeful because I won't allow her to bring her baby to my wedding. But here's the thing. She didn't let me attend her wedding when I was 13, and that still hurts more than she probably realizes. Let me take you back. Growing up, my sister and I never had the warm, close bond people expect sisters to have. We have a 15-year age gap, and by the time I was born, she was already entering adulthood. She often tells people that she never got to enjoy her teenage years because our mom forced her to babysit me 2 days a week. Apparently, that resentment stuck, and to this day, she admits that she sees me differently from our other siblings because of it. That stings even now. She moved out as soon as she got married, largely to save on rent and begin building a life with her now husband. She had always dreamed of a big, glamorous wedding, the kind you see in bridal magazines, complete with designer lace, chandeliers, and a dozen bridesmaids. She had been planning it since before I was even born, according to my mom. When I was 13, she finally announced her wedding plans, and along with it, a strict child-free policy. I assumed, of course, that I'd be allowed to attend. I mean, I wasn't a toddler who might cry during vows or run wild around the reception hall. I was a quiet, well-behaved preteen. And I was family. But when I asked her about my invitation, she bluntly told me I wasn't invited because I was still a child and that it wouldn't be fair to her other guests who had to leave their kids at home. But here's the catch. Most of her guests didn't even have kids. They were young couples just starting out, newly married or engaged. Her justification felt flimsy, and it broke my heart. Watching everyone get ready that day, my mom having her hair done, my dad adjusting his suit, my other siblings dressed in coordinated outfits, while I was left at home with a babysitter, was one of the most isolating and painful experiences of my life. I remember standing by the window, watching the car drive off, wondering why I wasn't enough to be there. I cried myself to sleep that night. My parents were furious too. They threatened to withhold paying for the reception unless I was invited. In response, my sister flat out called off the wedding for a few hours at least. Her fiancé ended up sobbing, literally begging my parents to reconsider, saying she refused to marry him without the wedding she wanted. Eventually, my parents gave in and paid, and I stayed home, forgotten, alone. Fast forward 13 years, and now it's my turn to get married. I'm not going for the grand spectacle she did, just a small, intimate wedding with close friends and family. I've decided to make it child-free, too. Not as revenge, just because I want a calm, peaceful atmosphere and don't think babies or toddlers would do well in the environment I've planned. However, I made one exception. My brother's daughter is 12, mature, well-mannered, and someone I'm close with, so I invited her. My sister's kids, though, are 1 and 12. I told her that her older daughter was absolutely welcome, but I wasn't comfortable having a baby at the wedding. It's not even an all-day event, just a short ceremony followed by dinner. I figured she could easily leave the baby with our parents or a sitter for a few hours. Apparently, I was very wrong. She lost it. Full-blown meltdown. Called me names. Accused me of punishing her and weaponizing my wedding. Worse, she got drunk and called my in-laws, telling them I was an unreasonable brat and warning my fiancé not to marry me. She actually tried to poison my relationship over a baby at a wedding. She did later apologize, but it felt half-hearted and performative. I calmly told her I wasn't changing my stance. I reminded her that she'd done the same thing to me when I was a child old enough to remember and old enough to be hurt. That didn't matter to her. She said I was being hypocritical, that I'd crushed her daughter's dreams because my niece was so excited to be at the wedding. Then she pulled another move. She uninvited her 12-year-old daughter as a favor to me to keep things consistent, and told everyone I had forced her hand. Now she's painting me as a villain who hates kids and is out for revenge, telling family and friends that I'm holding on to a childhood grudge. She even had the audacity to tell me she had never hurt me and that I was being terrible to her without reason. I don't think she even remembers or cares what her wedding day felt like for me. Now I'm left dealing with family whispers, cold shoulders from some relatives, and a mountain of stress leading up to what's supposed to be one of the happiest days of my life. My fiancé is supportive, but even he's stunned by how petty and manipulative my sister's behavior has been. So, Am I the a-hole for sticking to a child-free wedding and not letting my sister bring her baby, especially when she never let me attend her wedding as a child? Or am I truly holding on to something I should have let go long ago? Because honestly, I don't know anymore.